Jr. Jalen Suggs is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Cameron Johnson. Thomas is out there with Harden. Then it's Durant. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Parker, nailed from three-point land. Mr. Clutch has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Orlando. Harden the pass to Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And when you take a look at Jalen Durant, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Here's Wagner. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Parker. And the three off target. And here are the Nets. Johnson outside. Here's Harden. Carter pulls it in. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Banchero. The step-back jumper is good.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now, here's Durant. Last game, 26 points.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so here's Orlando. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Harden. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Here's Parker. Makes it off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points so far.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Johnson. He had 15 points last outing. Shots good by Durant.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 7. Harden right side. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Wendell Carter. Goga Bitadze comes in for Paolo Banchero. Wax checked in for Franz Wagner. And it's Howard in for Suggs. Howard, the pass to Barker. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. That's 12 points for Mr. Clutch.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Clark. Shot to stop the run, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Clark. Kept alive. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Now, here's Clark. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Orlando leading by 11. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over to the left wing. Picked him clean. Oubre outside. Takes the three. Valanciunas grabs the board. Howard against Clark. Howard, the pass to Barton. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 14 points for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them. Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
Combination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Magic lead by 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And substitution. Make substitution. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. We've got Kelly Oubre, Nicholas Claxton out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Cam Johnson, and it's Clark in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the rejection by Clark. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Second quarter.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He had 56 points, and that was a season high for him in scoring. It was a night to remember. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Magic leading by 12. Now the feed to Carter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Net shooting about 42% so far. Oubre with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana. Pass to Lopez. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Clark. Claxton with the steal. To the middle. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Carter with the bounce pass. Here's Parker. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's his first triple of a second period, third of the game.
Now here's Oubre. He has 5. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Shoot the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So on the floor for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Doug's out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition. You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Thomas. And Turns comes it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Nets trail by 16. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Well, you love the strong finish by Cam Thomas. So good when he's getting to his game with assertiveness.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Whitehead's checked in for Brooklyn. Time to change for the Magic. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Chalk up 2 there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Harden scanning the floor. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. And it seems each season more things can...
Substitution.
The line so far going 5 for 5.
For the Magic, Jalen Suggs. 1 time from the line.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 14. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Cameron Johnson is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Harden. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brownie's checked in. Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Wagner comes in for Black. There's the dish to Harden. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Harden. Parker, the pass to Banchero. Wagner wide open. Again, the Magic score.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Magic leading by 22. Here's Parker. Oh, good on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter. There's the walk to Duren. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Here's Parker trying to get open as Carter. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 12 points here in the second half. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Harden against Suggs. Duren the pass to Johnson. We've heard some players' doors propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
Whitehead's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And the Magic making a change here as well. Bitadze's checked in. Harden kicks to Thomas. There's the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
The pass to Whitehead. Now Duren.
4th quarter.
Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Suggs passes to Barker. It's Wagner atop the key. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And they get it back. Pass to Barker. Second shot opportunity. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
Well, no doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew.
line now for Orlando, Cole Anthony with one shot.
One shot.
That's good from Anthony. And the Nets with possession here. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking. Feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, all right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with ball. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 2. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Pass to Castle. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. They get it back. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Mr. Clutch, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Magic head coach and I were able to chat. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Thanks for that, Allie. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get it to go. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times after David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams and miss out on those big guys.
Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Pass to Castle. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Great D that time from Suggs. To the middle. Here's Banchero. And he buries his first look.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Outside Johnson. No good that time. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
So close on the finish. It could have been a three-point opportunity.
Orlando shooting their first free throws tonight. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Ball. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Wembanyama from outside the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And you look at his 33 points a game. A terrific weapon on offense. Suggs finds Wagner. 5 to shoot. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Orlando making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Carter. Bataze comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Black subbed in for Wagner.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Champagny. Right now averaging 6 a game. And they call an illegal screen here. And the Magic making a change here.
Substitution for your Magic.
Here's Vassell. So on the floor for San Antonio. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. Tyus Jones is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagny at the 3. There's the block.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
And the Magic making a change here. Carter's checked in. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson against Banchero. 4 on the clock. Oh, Carter with the block.
Hard to get shots over Carter Jr. With his timing and his long arms.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Nets just played phenomenal. He had 33 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Suggs.
Oh,
yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Mr. Clutch. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 8.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Back to Jones for 3. Rebounded by Suggs. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
Spurs trail by 5. Now here's Jones. Still without a bucket.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Oh, Carter with the block. And they're on the run. Here's Wagner. And there are the Magic with another bucket. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
Also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Bataze's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Mr. Clutch passes to Suggs.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Carter, high post. Down low. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lays it up and banks it in. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points here in the quarter.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Right side, Russell. Pass to Branham. Back to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Bataze. Magic leading by 9. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's tipped. And here's Vassell. He's got 5. Now here's Sohan. Up and in from the low block. Sohan's got his second basket.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his blade. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Vassell passes to Branham. Pass to Sohan. Takes a 3. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. The Magic have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. And another 3 for Orlando.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Launches it from deep. Kept alive by Orlando. Launches it. The shot off that time. Here's Branham. He's covered by Suggs. Branham passes to Sohan. Russell from outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Orlando Magic now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Then Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Franz Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Orlando leading by 15. And Carroll passes to Mr. Clutch. From 12 feet, it's blocked. Inside, here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Suggs, the pass to Mr. Clutch. Back to Suggs. The 3 ball. And another 3 for Orlando.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Ball will bring it up here for San Antonio. It's a 16-point game. And Castle with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Assisted.
Castle's got his second bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines
that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
It's so hard trying to throw Banchero off balance. He's superb at finishing through contact.
Pass the ball. Shot on the wing. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 21. And it's rejected. Tries again. Yep, that one goes. Mr. Clutch has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill. Orlando leading by 13. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Ball. He's out there with Castle. Devin Vassell out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 4.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Champagnie. Nice D from Valanciunas. And for the Magic, they're shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Pass to Vassell. It's hauled in by the Magic.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Suggs outside. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Over to the wing. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Mr. Clutch has got 29.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And San Antonio also making a switch. Sohan's checked in for Champagnie. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Ball. Ball with another miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Sohan covering. That shot is off. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Out to the wing. Suggs outside. Pass to Wagner. Over to the left wing. To the left side wing. The 3 is up. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Mr. Clutch. This one for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 17 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Out to the wing. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Ball outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
That's great. And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by...
We are here celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're going to head into the Triple Threat Park today with 2 members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and 1 community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show once again. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using today? Because this is going to be a good one.
I'm going to be using Invincible LaMelo Ball. That's definitely my favorite card that's came out all year.
So I'll be running with Invincible Giannis, so I can help with any of the other skills that need taken care of in this game.
And I just want no excuse.
The starting lineup for the at center. When? At center.
There is no better way. Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Mr. Clutch out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Carter in at center. And for the Hawks, the front court is rxch and Johnson. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Barry in at the 5, roaming the paint. Down low. What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops. Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Johnson with the bounce pass. Barry misses. On offense, here are the Magic. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Yeah, they cruised to a win. in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Now, ricochet after the missed three from Barker. And it's ricochet missing. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Spurs. Suggs passes to Wagner. Here's Mr. Clutch. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Here's Barry. Last game with 30 points. Shot clock at 6. And it's ricochet missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion. Great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Yes, that goes in.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Suggs passes to Barker. Over Daniels. Again, the magic score.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's ricochet. His last outing, he had 18 points. On the wing, Daniels. To the inside. The shot's good from Barry.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Parker. And that one goes long. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. Daniels, no good. Magic leading by 6. Suggs passes to Barker. Beyond the arc. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Teams changing it up here. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. You look at Minnesota. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
You know, for Orlando, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Now, here's Hunter. Last time out, he had 14 points. Here's LaRavia. It's hauled in by the Magic. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Pataze the pass to Barker. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Here's LaRavia. Nothing on the board. Dishes it to Young. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Young. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And so it's the Orlando Magic enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. Some changes here. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-6 run. And so in the game for the Magic, Banchero is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Mr. Clutch. Then there's Black. And it's Queen and at the small forward. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He scored 32 points and was reliable as ever from distance. They've been piling up win after win, and it's because of how efficient he's been for them. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The Hawks making a switch here. Arabia's checked in. Howard's checked in for the Magic. And here's Banchero. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Parker. A three-pointer off the mark.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter. But he's made 0 here in the second period.
Young, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Parker. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Young. Here's Parker. Cans it from downtown. Mr. Clutch has got 27.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Arabia passes to Johnson.
Not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Parker, the pass to Black. The three. And it's Lavish with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Black the pass to Parker. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Johnson with the block. And so it's Orlando holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we into the second half of our broadcast. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The front court is rxch and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Barry in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Now Young, after the missed 3 from Barker. Bounce pass Young. Here's Daniels. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Both teams deciding to change it up. Bufkin with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Tipped away. Here's Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Magic lead by 21.
Rustling feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another. Not to be denied.
Young looking it over. Pass to Hunter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Error.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mr. Clutch has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Magic. High post Young. He has yet to score. Now Banchero. 1 second left. Parker. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
62.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with as many 3-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Murray out there with Black. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Mr. Clutch, and it's Queen in at the 2. Well, Orlando's shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
In the 7-footer, Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Now here's Wallace. Rebound by the Magic. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Black. Now the pass to Barker. It's good. Mr. Clutch has got 37.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Wallace with the ball. Covered by Barker. Wallace the pass to Roddy. And it's blocked. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Passes it to Barker. From the arc. Barlow grabs the rebound. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Parker. Rebound, Atlanta. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Wallace. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Poked away. Wallace kicks to Bogdanovich. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Atlanta making a switch here. Lufkin's checked in. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Orlando. Howard comes in for Black. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Buffkin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Right, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
From outside the arc, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Barker. Mr. Clutch has got 43 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
No good on the shot. Anthony with the defensive effort. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Orlando.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Mr. Clutch.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Looking to get back on track here. It's good.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Howard, the pass to Barker. Orlando moving the ball around. Fires the 3. They get it back.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Buffkin, it's hauled in by the Magic. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. He kicks to Anthony. Pass to Howard. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's the 3. So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
Introducing the starting five for your Orlando.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Scoot and Sharp for the backcourt set. Apia out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oliver in at the 3. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Mr. Clutch in a 2-guard. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch. Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's Sharp. Orlando making their last shot. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, B.A., to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there were a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Timeout called. Portland, they're moving on after a tough loss they took in the hands of the Pacers.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Now here's Abdia. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, 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 not today. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking. He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Henderson outside, down low. Oliver. Can they get it? The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Mr. Clutch. They get it back. Banked it in off the glass. And Carroll's gotten his second bucket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Orlando's head coach. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suggs with the bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Now here's Sharp, coming off a 16-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Henderson. From deep, the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
Blazers trail by 14. Pass to Ayton. And here's Avdia. 1:06 left to play in the first. Ayton, no good. Here's Orlando. Really controlling it. An 18-2 run here. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
Interesting East versus West matchup tonight. That is what I'm talking about. Wow. Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Mr. Clutch passes to Carter. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And we know it's still early, but they're getting destroyed on the boards.
Blazers trail by 16. Henderson outside. Avdia against Banchero. Avdia, good.
Benny Avdia.
Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Carter. Inside, Mr. Clutch. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Henderson. Outside Sharp. The 3 is up. And so it's the Orlando Magic. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly. Change here for Orlando. And a new group getting ready for Portland. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Avdia comes in for Williams. Oliver's checked in for Grant. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Sharp. Avdia against Banchero. Outside for Henderson. Gets the 3 ball to go. Henderson's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Well, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So he gets confidence in that outside shot. People start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
So the Trail Blazers 5 right now. Scoot at the 1 with Simons at the 2. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. And it's Oliver in at the 3 spot to the middle. Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch. 12 points for him.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Blazers trail by 14. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Hawks had a huge game. He had 46 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Back to Henderson. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas. Ayton, no good. Orlando leading by 14. The 3. Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Valanciunas against Ayton. Simons left side. 5 on the clock. Up again. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Orlando leading by 17 at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game after this break. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6 foot, 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Suggs. Then there's Wagner. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Banchero. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Henderson scanning the floor. Throws it up high.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Henderson.
Orlando leading by 18. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 18. The teardrop. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Oliver. Henderson outside. Ayton against Carter. Ayton passes to Sharp. Clock at 4. He puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Mr. Clutch. To the inside. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Henderson, the pass to Sharp. He's off on the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's going to hit.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Orlando calls timeout. And you watch Shaden Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. It's an 18-point game. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then it's Shaden Sharp. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Oliver in at the three, the small forward. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Simons. Mr. Clutch passes to Banchero.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance, puts defenders in awkward spots.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass. Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Pass to Carter. And he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 16.
They're using his frame to set a big pick. Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
Ayton with it. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Avdia passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Down low. And it's Wagner missing. Blazers trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Oliver. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Mr. Clutch passes to Carter. Good work there as it goes.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Oliver. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Nice D from Wagner. Orlando leading by 14. And Carroll passes to Mr. Clutch. Wagner in the high post. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Sharp. Mr. Clutch passes to Banchero. And how about that? 8 for 9 though.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Pass to Ayton. Now Avdia, guarded by Banchero. Here's an 8-footer. Tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Mr. Clutch passes to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Knocked away. Wagner with a steal. And Carroll passes to Mr. Clutch. And that one's good. Mr. Clutch has got 20.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Up top, Ayton. Up and over Carter. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Orlando. Good momentum. 8 straight points.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Magic.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings
games between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paolo Banchero.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Simons. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mr. Clutch passes to Suggs. To the middle. Over Simons. And it's Orlando with another.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. 4-3. And another 3 for Orlando.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They did. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Bear.